Greetings and good morning, everyone. Now, over the past week, there has been a discussion about whether Overwatch is just a bit too toxic as of late. And truthfully, I believe that it's really dependent on how you play the game. Now, I myself am a very casual player. You often find Overwatch in the background footage of most of my videos right now. And that's because I play it in the morning times as a way to get myself alert before I go out to work. Now, I don't really play competitive too much because competitive to me is a bit more stress inducing, and I'm trying to wake myself up, not piss myself off. So I stay in my little arcade lane for most of my Overwatch adventures. Now, every now and again, I will hop into competitive and get my arse whooped. That's why my name in game is I Suck at Games. So the people that I queue up with, they know immediately that I will be of no benefit to the team. You'll be surprised how much you can get away with when everybody will know you're gonna suck from the get-go. Anyway, moving ahead here, I play competitive with my friend, and it's fairly common for me to hear someone over the mic screaming, you crazy faggot or something like that. Now that's pretty par for the course of any competitive game. And Blizzard is trying to roll out this new report system that I'm sure someone out there is going to find a way to abuse at. Because that's what people do. When you put something out into the world, it's up to the world to absolutely wreck it. Because that's what they do. You put a game out, people speed run it. You put a new system out, they find a way to exploit it. This is what humans are. And humans are not good people most of the time. Especially when you get a bunch of men or young men together and their adrenaline starts going and their pride and egos start to raising. Well, when shit hits the fan, because someone has to lose that game, they're going to look for ways to blame it on someone else. Not many people out there are willing to take the blame for their, especially in the Overwatch. You can see it many times when you play, like, my favorite thing to do when I'm playing, right, is to play Lucio. And the reason I do this is because, for the most part, I can just sit back, heal, play safe is the best way I can say it. But the great thing about that is you can watch how everyone plays. I truly believe this is the best thing about the healer. A healer can typically, except for Mercy, because she's zipping in and out, and that's probably going to get her killed. But, okay, back on point. All right. I think that a healer is the perfect way to examine Overwatch as a game. Because typically healers are in the background and their job is to pay more attention to their team than the enemy team. And because of which you can see the actions your team take while in game. As a healer, it is nothing new to watch a Genji go off on a mad flank, get 1 versus 6 the entire team, and get himself killed, while at the same time blaming his team for not being there when obviously no one can keep up with his dang mobility. It's just normal. I'll watch a Reinhardt rush in when his team's not there. As a healer, you get to watch all of this, and you get to see how they blame their faults on everyone else. I truly believe this is just human nature. And since it is human nature, I believe that it exists in every other competitive game. People don't like taking blame for their own actions, and this game is no different. Yes, Overwatch is going to be toxic sometimes. Would a reporting system work? I don't think so. I really don't. But then again, while I don't think it will work completely to Blizzard's hopeful expectations, I can't say that it won't have an effect. And having just a little bit of recompense for people who actually do play the game competitive and who don't wish to hear the bullshit in the background, well, I think that's good for them. Because my friend has started playing Overwatch on mute. Not even joking, he mutes the entire game and he just has something in the background. He just looks at the chat sometimes. He doesn't listen to the game audio. He doesn't listen to voice chat, just none of that. And he just plays competitive that way. So everybody has a way of playing the game to cope with the toxicity of Overwatch. Some of it good, some of it bad, but hey, life is toxic, right? And you can't stop life from being toxic. You don't believe me? Look at Twitter. Lots of crazy things go on there. But the thing that gets me is people complain that Overwatch is toxic. Life is toxic. Just the other day I went outside and I saw 2 dudes fighting over God knows what. I went to the bodega a few days ago and one dude was arguing about how his sandwich wasn't there. He was cutting up a whole bunch of mess because his sandwich wasn't prepared the way that he wanted it to be. When in the back of my mind, all I'm thinking is if they take that sandwich back there, all someone's going to do is slap their dick in it and then serve it back to you. You shouldn't be mean to the people who are serving you food. There's all kind of drama going on Twitter from people who are vastly superior financially than most of the world. And when you can't stop rich people from going off the deep end on Twitter or Facebook or in life, look at this damn Jake Paul thing going on right now. The man's essentially a millionaire, and he can't stop touting off at the mouth right now. And you think you can control some lunatics online playing games for medium pay? And who do you think you are? You think you're Jesus or something? People are fucked up. They are. Look, I'm not saying don't try to fix it. I'm just saying temper your expectations for what you think your product can do when it comes to engaging with shithead people. People are going to be shit because I can't even explain it at this point. What I'm trying to say is just try to understand the amount of effort it takes to control people for any sort of time. Oh my Christ, there's so many examples that just recently came up. The Pokemon Go Fest where they're throwing bottles everywhere. Like, you know what? I'm not gonna go into all the pristine examples I can bring up. Instead, all I'm going to say is, you all have a blessed day and take care. And if Overwatch becomes just a little bit toxic, well, take some deep breaths and remember, the world is filled with shit faces and, well, it could always be worse. I'll talk to you in my next video.